I still remember that moment. It didn't feel important at first. Just a sentence said too casually. She looked at me while scrolling her phone and said, "I had a date last night." There was no hesitation in her voice, no guilt. Just normal, and that's what felt wrong. Everything around us stayed the same. The same room. The same quiet evening. The same way she sat across from me like nothing had shifted. But something underneath that moment twisted. It wasn't the word date. It was the way she said it. Too easy, too light. I nodded like it didn't matter. But inside, something had already started. At first, I told myself I was overthinking. People joke like that sometimes. They say things to get a reaction. Maybe that's all it was. A test, a tease, something meaningless. But then, her behavior started to feel different. Not obvious. Not enough for anyone else to notice. Just small things. The way she would pause before replying to messages. The way her phone was suddenly always face down. The way her tone shifted, like she was present but not fully there. Nothing clear. Nothing solid. Just off. And that feeling stayed. Days passed, but the thought didn't leave. It didn't grow louder. It just settled deeper. I stopped asking questions. Not because I didn't care, but because I wanted to see. So I watched. Not in an obvious way. Not in a desperate way. Quietly. I started noticing patterns. The late replies that came with simple excuses. The sudden need for space that didn't feel natural. The way she smiled at her phone, but not at me the same way anymore. Still, I said nothing. Because I wasn't sure yet. Was this real? Or was I just imagining things? Then came the silence. Not between us, but inside me. I stopped reacting. Stopped questioning. Stopped trying to understand her words. Instead, I started paying attention to everything she wasn't saying. Every message. Every call. Every small detail. I remembered things she probably forgot she told me. I noticed contradictions she didn't realize she made. And slowly, everything started connecting. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly falling into place. Then one day it happened. There was no big scene, no dramatic discovery, just a message. Her phone lit up on the table while she was in the other room. I didn't even pick it up at first. I just looked at the screen. And in that one moment, everything became clear. A name I didn't recognize. A message that didn't need explanation. Last night was perfect. That was it. No confusion, no doubt. Just truth. And strangely, I didn't feel shocked. I didn't feel angry. I didn't feel anything at all. Because deep down, I already knew. All those small moments, all those quiet doubts. They weren't imagination. They were warnings. This was just confirmation. That evening, I sat across from her again. The same place. The same silence. She looked at me like she always did. Calm, comfortable, unaware. And for a moment, I just watched her. Not with anger. Not with pain. Just clarity. Then I said one line. "You don't have to pretend anymore." That's all. No accusations. No raised voice. Just the truth. Placed gently in front of her. Her expression changed instantly. Not dramatically. Not loudly. But enough. Her eyes shifted. Her posture stiffened. For the first time, she didn't look in control. "What do you mean?" she asked. I didn't answer right away. I just held her gaze. Because she already knew. People always know. When the truth has reached them. She tried to explain. At first it was confusion. Then denial. Then justification. "It's not what you think. You're misunderstanding. It didn't mean anything." The usual words. The usual attempt to fix something already broken. But I wasn't listening anymore. Not really, because this conversation, it wasn't happening in that moment. It had already happened inside me, days ago. I had already made the decision. Not when I saw the message. Not when she said she had a date. But somewhere in between, in all those quiet moments where things didn't feel right. That's where it ended. So I didn't argue. I didn't ask questions. I didn't try to understand her side. Because understanding doesn't change reality. And reality was simple. She crossed a line. And I saw it. "I know," I said finally. Just 2 words. Calm, steady, certain. And that was enough. Because there's nothing more powerful than someone who doesn't need proof anymore. The room fell silent after that. Not an awkward silence. Not a heavy one. Just empty. Like something had quietly left the space between us. She stopped talking. stopped explaining. Because there was nothing left to say. And in that silence, everything ended. Not with shouting. Not with tears. Not with dramatic goodbyes. Just quietly, I stood up, looked at her one last time, and for a second I almost felt something. Not love, not anger, just recognition of what used to be. Then I walked away, and that was it. No revenge. No closure in the way people expect, just understanding. Some endings aren't loud. They don't break you all at once. They happen slowly, quietly right inside you, until one day you realize it's already over. And the person who sees everything, who understands without needing explanations, who walks away without noise, that person never becomes the same again.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We tried our best to make it feel as real as possible. If you like it, please like the video, follow and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. We'll see you again with a new story. Thank you.